Today's project is going to be clearing all this wood from the bottom of Slippery Hill and taking it up to the wood piles at the top. So welcome back. So today's project, I've managed to get down Slippery Hill. As you can see, I've been up and down recently with the excavator, but it's the first time I've ventured down with the car. We've had 4 or 5 days now, no rain, sun's been shining, so I'm hoping this is going to be dry enough. It is still a bit wet, so I won't go crazy with the trailer. But yeah, idea today is to work my way through all this wood that's been booked up and get that loaded into a trailer and take it to the top of the hill, put it in a pile that needs splitting, and then come back down with the chainsaws and book up all the pieces that are ready to book, get them in a trailer and take them as well, and that will clear this area. So that's the plan. Let's see how much of that plan I get done. Just found something interesting. Apart from that black and yellow striped millipede, where, hey, this is Australia, it's possibly deadly, one bite and I'll have 20 minutes to live. Those eggs, I've never seen that before. I've no idea what they're from. If anybody's got any ideas, put them in the comments below. Dear, very strange. Yeah, gel filled. Weird. Alright, anyway, need to get back to it. Okay, trailer is quite full enough. As you'll see, there's plenty more loads. There's at least another 4 like that. That's just with the wood that's already split. Sorry, that's just with the wood that's already booked. But like I said, the sun's not out yet, so there is still a little bit of moisture on the ground. So let's get this load up to the top of the hill. That was easy. We'll see if I'll still be saying that by the end of the day, once I've chewed that ground up a little bit. Whilst I'm here, let's get these loads unloaded and crack on into the next load. Load number 2 going up the hill. There's load number 3. So we're down here to pick up load number 4, and as you can see, some of the logs now are actually in the way. Now I could bring the excavator down, pick them up, move them out of the way, but Slippery Hill is looking pretty compact and dry, and I know if I bring the excavator down I'll knock the surface off, and I'll end up in a sort of a slick surface again, and if I can't keep getting up and down with the car, I won't be able to get done today what I need to get done. So what I'll do is I'll get into these with the still with the 261, and we'll get these booked to length and get these in the trailer as well. Once they're booked to length, that'll give me access to all the wood behind without having to carry it all around and climb over things, and then we'll have load number 4 in the trailer. Created a bit of space now, so we'll get all these loaded into the trailer. Beautiful wood there, ready for splitting and burning. Right, let's get a few more cut up. Let's try the trailer loaded up a little bit more. If you look on Slippery Hill now, as you can see, we're in the shade here, which is nice, keeping temperatures a bit cooler. But in the sun there, Slippery Hill is drying out quite nicely. So I'm getting more and more confident each time I do a trip. So there's a nice little warm, or nice little breeze blowing through here, and the sun's beating down. So I'm going to keep going with this, get as many loads up that hill as I can. Let's get that chainsaw fired back up. Let's get as much wood as I can cut and put in the trailer and up the hill before conditions change. Okay, so there's load number 4, and we've gone through this pile of wood here, booked it all to length. So that is most probably load number 5. So let's get number 4 to the top of the hill, get it unloaded, get back down here, and get number 5 loaded. So load number 4 up the hill. So let's get this unloaded. There's a lot of wood here that'll go straight into the pile to be stacked. Let's get this one done and get down the hill. As you can see, the sun's out well and truly now. There's a fair bit of heat in that sun today. There's a surprise, that's load number 5. There's a lot of the big burnt logs there that I've put into the trailer this time. They practically filled it. So load number 5 is all of that, and there's still another load left of the smaller stuff. Right, let's get load number 5 up the hill. Okay, load number 5. Let's get this unloaded. It's not lost on me the amount of effort that I'm having to go to on here. The big issue really is that getting up and down Slippery Hill is a thing that can only be done at certain times of the year, and basically through the whole of summer this year it's been too wet, which is so unusual for Melbourne, but that's just how it was this year. It was soaking wet down Slippery Hill the whole year. So basically, because I've got a period of time now with the road available for me to drive up and down, got some time off, and winter's coming. Winter's sort of, we're in autumn now, and winter won't be long before we actually start getting the rains, and that Slippery Hill's just not accessible anymore. So what I want to do is I've got to put that effort in and get all of that wood up here. There'll be far more wood than can go in the wood store, I realise that. But again, it's a case of once this wood is up here, I can kind of process it at my leisure and almost always get down into this area. There have been times when it's been too slick and too wet down here, but it's sort of few and far between, and then the work I've been doing on the drainage systems should help to alleviate that this winter. So yeah, I'm kind of quite conscious of the amount of work that's involved in moving all this wood, but if I don't do it now, I could well be waiting for another year. So let's get it finished. This wood's all been sat on the floor and it is absolutely soaked. I'll be surprised when I start splitting it. A lot of the middle's just mush. It's so heavy and wet. Load number 6 in the trailer. So it's not a massively overfull trailer, but yeah, there's enough there. What I have done, there was a pile of wood there. They were all about 2.5 meters long. So rather than cutting all those up, because I do have a lot of firewood now, I actually just stack those back on the pile over there. And the thought process now with all of this, except that piece, I need that. I've got a little job for that one later. And the rest of this now, I'm thinking I'm going to bring the excavator in. Some of this half decent stuff like this, I'll pick that up and just add that to the wood pile over there, so it's off the floor and drying. and some of the other stuff that's a bit messy in there, I'll cut that up and take another load up the hill. So let's get rid of load number 6, bring the excavator back down, and get moving some of this wood around. Okay, load number 6, and geez, it's certainly hotting up now. So now there's no more shade in the areas I'm working. It's really starting to get warm. So let's get this load undone, get it put into the pile, and as I just said, we'll get the excavator down the hill then and start doing some other jobs with it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's today's little job completed. As you can see, all the wood's taken from there, so I had 6 full loads. We've got just a small amount here to take up to the top, and as I mentioned earlier, we put maybe a dozen logs onto the top of the pile over there, and for cutting up in the future. I think we've done really well. It's certainly starting to heat up now, so I'm going to call it a day now. So if you like this video, please click like, pass any comments you've got in the comments section below. It'd be good to hear from you, see if you've got any suggestions, and don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.